scones. Scones? 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 I just don't know, but let's just make them. Alright, lovely people, we are going to make some scones today, and actually I'm going to show you a Christmassy version because we're in the mood for some festivities by adding some mincemeat to our mixture. Scones are really easy to make. All you need to make sure is that you don't overbeat the mixture, but I'm going to teach you how to do that. All you need for the perfect scones are a few simple ingredients, and we're going to start by putting in our flour. I'm going to use 500 grams of plain flour. I'm just going to put that right into my mixing bowl. Then we're going to add in some butter, and I've cubed up about 110 grams of really cold butter. The colder it is, the easier it's going to be, so make sure it's nice and cold. And then we're going to add in some caster sugar. I only use about 50 grams. You just want this mixture to be slightly sweet and take off the edge of savoury, really. So we're just going to add in about 50 grams. And with the help of this little ingredient, baking powder, we're actually going to make sure that our scones rise really nicely in the oven and produce a really lovely and even result. So let's pop in a level tablespoon of baking powder. Next we're going to put in some milk, and we're going to go for about 250 grams. We want to preserve a little bit for later, so we're only going to put in 250 grams to make sure, just in case the mixture is not thick enough, sorry, not thin enough, of course, that we have a little bit of milk left over. The last thing we're going to do is add in some lovely mincemeat. Now you can use your own mincemeat if you want, or alternatively you could use just 100 grams of mixed dried fruit. I'm going to go for about 80 grams of mincemeat. And you just want to make sure you don't add too much because it will overpower the mixture and it'll also make it too moist. And we're also going to go for a little pinch of salt. Salt will enhance the flavour and really bring out the nice aromas that you want in this lovely scone mixture. All we need to do now is dial in our 20 seconds at speed 6, and we're going to see you on the other side once it's mixed. 20 seconds later, we can actually see that our scone mixture has come together nicely. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. So that is what it should look like. It shouldn't be completely incorporated, but it should look really nice and textury. So we're going to put this on our surface, and then we're going to roll it out and cut it out. You just want to make sure that the scone mixture doesn't actually stick to the surface, so you just want to give it a nice light flouring. And then we're going to remove our scone mixture from the bowl by just tipping it upside down, releasing it, tipping it down. There we are. That's the best way to get rid of sticky dough or anything like that. And what you can do is you can pop the blade and the lid back on, and then whack it at speed 10 for a couple of seconds just to get out every single last bit of the dough, or just use your spatula. Right, so we're also going to flour the top a little bit in order to make sure that this dough doesn't actually stick. And what you can do is just basically roll it in the flour just a little bit here and there to have a nice, good consistency scone dough. Now we're going to roll out our mixture in order to cut out our scones, and what I'd say is don't roll it out too thinly because you want them to rise really nice and evenly. So I'd roll them out to about 3 to 4 centimeter thickness. Now we're going to cut out our lovely scones, and for that I use a round cookie cutter which is fluted. You can go for any size you really like, but I usually tend to go for something about, I'd say something about 5-6 centimeters in diameter. So let's have a little look and cut out these lovely scones. What you want to do is you want to press them down in one swift movement and then release them from your dough. And now that is a perfect scone. Just before these scones go in the oven, we're actually going to brush them with a little bit of milk and egg mixture that I've just whisked up. I'm just going to show you how to do that. I'm just going to take a nice pastry brush, and you're just going to brush over the top so that you make sure your scones brown nicely in the oven. Alternatively, you can just go for a bit of olive oil if you want to be unconventional, or just leave it out altogether and later on drizzle it with some icing sugar, whatever you feel like. But this is the classic scone mixture. Amazing. Now we're going to put them in the oven at 180 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden brown, and then we're going to take them out and put them to the taste test. Our scones have come out of the oven and they smell absolutely fantastic. Here they are. They look and smell gorgeous. Look at that scone. Super, really fluffy. It's rising in the oven so nicely, and I'm gonna tuck right into it right now. So let's open it up and have a look at this amazing scone. Oh, it looks superb. Look at the nice texture. That's a really good scone. It's really nice and fluffy. It's got this perfect cakey, biscuity texture, and all we want to do is go for some clotted cream. Now this might be a debate for everyone. Clotted cream first or jam first? You never know. Might leave me a comment, but here we go. I'm gonna go for clotted cream first, and then I'm gonna go for some homemade strawberry jam. Nice, right onto it. And let's have a look at how that tastes. Oh, I love my jam. I love those more. Guys, this is absolutely fantastic. I love these scones. They've got this slight Christmassy flavour, beautiful crunch to them, nice soft middle, really nice and chewy. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna eat a little bit more, and I'm gonna let you guys experiment with the recipe. Find the recipe below on the link, and happy holidays to all of you guys, and I'll see you next time.